Hello. So, I've got something for you guys. I'm gonna wait just a few minutes because this is really good. This can only possibly happen to me. Only. And look, I don't even know how that light's on. Wait till I tell you what happened. Look at this hair. It's okay. I've been out in the heat since standing in the heat since 6 o'clock. But so let me just woosah. Okay. Typically I would have handled this situation completely different, but I want to show you guys how much growth in our mindset, growth in our belief, and growth in just as a person, how much that can really change you. So I went to Walmart to return some stuff, and I ended up buying a stroller and a car seat because it was on sale, and I had been eyeballing the same one online for $200, and it was on sale for $140. So I'm like, I gotta get it. Well, me not processing what I drive and this big old box, this is just the box, mind you, the rest is stuffed in the trunk. I didn't process that it wasn't going to fit in my car. So as I'm trying to load it, this nice lady, she's a lot older than me, is offering to help me. So here I am with this big old belly, trying to load this big old box in my little car. I drive a Buick Verano. So if you don't know what that is, it's very small for even a 5'11" girl. So she helps me, trying to help me. Well, it won't fit in my car. So we try to put it in the trunk. Well, when we go back to the trunk to try to put it in the trunk, she shuts my car door, and I have my keys in the ignition to cool the car off. And guess what happens? My door's locked. So my car's running, my purse is in the driver's seat with my phone, and the doors are all locked and the trunk's open. So we get the car seat put in the trunk, and I'm like, can I use your phone to call my husband? Not realizing that I have my Apple Watch on. Okay? This gets better, you guys. So this nice lady's offering me her phone. Her daughter Googles a locksmith because I don't have AAA. But I'm telling you, after today, I will have AAA. So anyway, she Googles this locksmith. I get on the phone with him, and he's like, what's your phone number? And I'm like, it's not going to matter to give it to you. My phone's locked in the car. And he's like, well, you're going to have to stay outside of your car till I get there. I'm like, okay, I'm only 8 months pregnant, and it's 102 degrees outside on a hot pavement, but okay. Sure. So I'm standing outside of my car in this parking lot. So you can imagine what people are looking at. They're looking at my belly. They're looking at me. They're like, are you okay? I'm like, I'm fine. The locksmith is coming. So he tells me he's going to be there in 30 minutes. Okay, so that's from 6 to 6:30. 7:23, I'm still standing in the heat waiting for this man. I take that back. Let's say 7 o'clock. I'm still standing in the heat waiting for this man. This nice old man pulls up beside me, and he's like, dear, just sit in my car. You can leave the door open. Just sit in my car. You look miserable. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to take you up on that. And he gives me this water that has sit in the back of his car for I don't know how long, and it was blistering hot, but I didn't care because it was wet. It was wet. So at this point, I really just wanted to cry because I've been out in the heat for this long. This guy still hasn't showed up that was supposed to be there 30 minutes later. And the man finally says to me, I have AAA. Do you just want to call AAA? And I'm like, I wouldn't ask that of you. I don't know how AAA works. And he's like, oh, it's okay. I pay a monthly fee. It's okay. Let me call them. We call them. They're like, they originally tell us they're not going to be there till 8 o'clock. And I'm like, sir, you do not have to wait this long. And he's like, well, if you're using my card, you need to. I have to. And I'm like, okay. So finally we're sitting there, I don't know, 7:10, and this guy calls, and he's like, okay, I'll be there in just a few minutes. And I guess it's a local service. I don't know. So I'm sitting there, and this car, how can I say this with being humble? At this point, I'm irritated at the first guy I called because here I am, I'm going to cry, 8 months pregnant in the blistering heat, and this man told me 30 5 minutes. And he said that's the max, is what they said to me. And I said, okay, I can handle that, whatever. So we're sitting there, and at 7:23, this old beat up car, and I'm not judging anybody, but I'm trying to give you a full description of what's happening. This old beat up car with these big old huge rims pulls up, and I just thought they were going in Walmart. He gets out, pulls out this, whatever they call them, to get into my car, and starts just going to town on my car. Didn't talk to anybody, didn't say anything. How does he even know he's on the right car? Obviously it's running with a purse in it, and I was so frustrated. So here's my points. Oh, but wait, right after that, the tow truck, the guy pulls up, the AAA guy, and he sits there and waits to make sure this guy gets in my car. I am super grateful. And for this nice man that let me sit in his car, give me water, when AAA repeated his address back, I kept it in my head, and as soon as I got in my car, I wrote it down. Here's my point. Patience. Number one. I immediately, when that woman shut my door and I tried to get in my car, I wanted to sit on the pavement and just cry. Because I finally got a night away with me feeling so bad, and I was going to do some fun things, and it was just ruined. It was ruined. And I mean, I just said to myself, God, give me grace, let me see the good in this. Let me see the good in this, whatever it may be. So I did that. Customer service. That wrecker service or that locksmith service, I should have got their name, because he was rude. He was an hour and a half late, and he didn't even speak. And then he just stood there and looked at me and said, I'm ready for you to pay me. And I thought, I pride myself on customer service. I pride myself on taking care of people that work with me, close with me, that put their trust in me. He didn't even give a sorry, nothing. And then good people. There are still good people in this world. I am one of the biggest skeptical people. I am always alert. I shouldn't say skeptical, but I am always alert of my surroundings. I'm always paying attention to who's around me, for one, because you never know. But this man pulls up beside me, opens his door, and he's like, you can leave your door open. He's like, you just need to sit down. So there are still good people out there. And that woman that helped me load the stroller, she's good too. I mean, they're just still good people. And I think far too often that we get so caught up in day-to-day life and of what's on the news and the crap that's going on and where we are in our life, that we forget those things, and we forget to appreciate the good and just to let people in. And now, am I a little bitter at the locksmith service? Absolutely. Absolutely. Because for one, if you're late, okay, so be it. Give an explanation, say you're sorry, whatever, justify it. But instead, he just went to town on my car and said, well, this might not work because your car's door's too tight. Then why are you in this business? I mean, I wanted to punch his gas tank. I don't know. I don't know. But my point being, you guys, when the unexpected happens, which it has tonight, you just roll with it and you ask God to show you the good in it. That nice lady that shouldn't have been helping me lift the stroller did. And the nice man that sat beside me gave me this blistering hot water. I'm so grateful. I am so grateful. I could have just stood out there and looked like a nerd or whatever, I don't know, talking to my watch, because I finally figured out that I could text on my watch if I stood close enough to my car. So thank goodness for Apple Watches. I was never going to get one, and I got one for Christmas, and I'm so thankful for it. So this is a completely off the topic, random subject, but I want you guys to know those 3 things. And even though that locksmith service is not going to be at the top of my list to ever use again, and I will never recommend them again, I don't know his situation. I don't know what happened. I don't know why he was late. I don't know. And I'm not trying to judge that, but I'm judging the fact that he didn't even acknowledge the fact that he was late, or that he was working on somebody's car, just the whole situation. So I'm going to say a blessing over him for whatever reason that he needs it, but I'm not going to use him again. And the 2 people that helped me, I so wish I would have got the woman's name. I got the man's name, but I so wish I'd have got the woman's name. And so I just want you guys to know that there are still good people in this world. Yes, I'm sitting on a side road, but there's a car coming behind me now. I don't have my seatbelt on. I'm just gonna pull over a little bit and then go around me. Oh, now I'm in the sun, sorry. So just be aware of your surroundings, but don't be so harsh. Be open to people, because people still want to do good in our lives. People still want to offer and give and you know, show the goodness that's still in the world. And I think that if we just start to talk and share more about that it would happen more and more. So thank you guys for watching this complete random topic, but it just happened. I just got in my car and I even went to Sonic and got me a strawberry Sprite just to loose all my nerves. So thanks guys, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.